Welcome everyone. Today I want to speak about a key that you can use against opposition. When opposition comes your way, then you can use this to break through. Have you noticed how very often when we are in a situation and we deal with it for so long, we feel like pushing against a wall and you're trying to change it, but all your power seems to diminish in time, day by day. The more you are pushing, the more you feel powerless because you do not see the situation change. So then you start thinking in your mind, it's so difficult. It's so difficult to change it. And this is how demons talk to you. Because what demons try to do is to reprogram you, is to make you think that something is difficult. And you will never be able to change that situation. But what you need is just one key. It's actually so easy, but you may not have the key. But if you are reprogrammed, or if you are letting demons reprogram you by thinking it's difficult, you're not going to see that key that you need. By believing that there is an easy way out, you will see the way out. You will focus on the way out. And while you are doing this, you will see it because it's going to be highlighted to you. So in time, you are going to have feelings of despair, exhaustion. You will have those feelings and thoughts of, I am so tired. I cannot break through. And then it makes you feel extremely heavy because you have tried a lot of things, but you do not see any change. But actually, there is an easy way out. You just have not found it yet. But if you keep on focusing on that way out, then you will see it. So what you need to do is to constantly repeat to yourself, it is easy. It's easy to change this situation. It's easy to cast demons out. It's easy to get rich. It's easy to find my partner. It's easy because if you program yourself, saying this to yourself, it's easy. Guess what? It's going to happen exactly as you say. If you say that it's easy, you are programming yourself to see the exit door, to see the way out. You are demanding an answer and you will receive it because it's being done according to your faith. So you need to build up your faith. If something goes wrong, and then you listen to demons because they will be right there to speak to you. And the problem is that we have attuned our thoughts to listen to demonic voices. Our speech has attuned to evil forces. And when this happens, we get overwhelmed and they can control us. They can influence our minds, control our minds. And we have this tendency to think negatively. If I am not speaking to myself, then somebody else certainly will. If I not constantly tell myself, I can do it, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, then somebody else certainly will. And guess what? There are lots of demons that try to speak to you. But again, we need to shift our focus from demons to angels. Because the more I focus on demons, the more I hear them, the more I see them. Because if my thoughts and my speech is attuned to their speech, to what they are saying, then I can hear them as well. I can hear what they are saying. If I am speaking as they are speaking, then I am attracting more of the same. Deep call it unto deep. If my declaration is, I cannot do it, and it's difficult, they will certainly confirm that to me. And not only that, but they will try to control that area in my life. And not just that area, my entire life. If you open the door to demons, they come in and destroy everything. If one comes in, that demon opens the door to more demons. So if you are in that situation, you just need to start speaking the truth, which is it's easy to get rid of you. Because I can trample you, I can crush you, I can cast you out. It's easy. I just need to find the key. I just need to find out the truth. I just need to understand one thing, just one thing, and that will break the chains off of me. So if I understand the truth, it will set me free. So that's easy. But I need to constantly speak to myself and tell myself, do not get discouraged. You know, David was speaking to himself. He was encouraging himself. So we need to do the same. Talk to yourself. Say that it's easy. It's easy to change this situation. You may have been in it for so long, so many years, but start saying that it's easy. I can change it now. I just need to find out one truth. There is one thing that will break and destroy the foundation on which everything else has been built. All these things that I'm struggling with, all these things that I'm trying to rip out of my life, to take out of my life, to destroy them, they are going to collapse because I'm destroying the foundation with just one blow, with just one thing. I just need to find out one simple thing and to understand it. But while I'm doing this, I need to speak to myself and encourage myself. It's easy. So constantly tell yourself that it's easy. Reprogram yourself to know that it is easy and it's possible to change that situation. Don't align in your mind with evil forces. Don't be receptive. Resist. Break that tendency for your thinking to be shaped by evil forces. You need to break it, but you do it by constantly interrupting the conversation in your mind. You may be talking to yourself negatively because this is how you have programmed yourself, but most often there are demonic voices trying to convince you that you are going to stay there, that nothing can be changed, that you are going to die, that that's your end state. But you need to interrupt the conversation and tell yourself, no, this is going to change. And actually, it's easy. So the key is to always think that it's easy. Focus on the way of simplicity. I want to end by reading a story. And this wraps up everything that I have been talking about. So that's from the book You Square, and it's written by Price Pritchett. So the story goes like that. I'm sitting in a quiet room at the Millcroft Inn, a peaceful little place hidden back among the pine trees about an hour out of Toronto. It's just past noon, late July, and I'm listening to the desperate sounds of a life or death struggle going on a few feet away. There's a small fly burning out the last of its short life's energies in a futile attempt to fly through the glass of the window pane. The whining wings tell the poignant story of the fly's strategy. Try harder. But it's not working. The frenzied effort offers no hope for survival. Ironically, the struggle is part of the trap. It is impossible for the fly to try hard enough to succeed at breaking through the glass. Nevertheless, this little insect has staked its life on reaching its goal through raw effort and determination. This fly is doomed. It will die there on the windowsill. Across the room, 10 steps away, the door is open. 10 seconds of flying time, and this small creature could reach the outside world. It seeks. With only a fraction of the effort now being wasted, it could be free of this self-imposed trap. The breakthrough possibility is there. It would be so easy. Why doesn't the fly try another approach, something dramatically different? How did it get so locked in on the idea that this particular route and determined effort offer the most promise for success? What logic is there in continuing until death to see a breakthrough with more of the same? No doubt, this approach makes sense to the fly. Regrettably, it's an idea that will kill. Trying harder isn't necessarily the solution to achieving more. It may not offer any real promise for getting what you want out of life. Sometimes, in fact, it's a big part of the problem. If you stake your hopes for a breakthrough on trying harder than ever, you may kill your chances for success. So every time I feel like there is something that's difficult in my life, I start talking to myself, telling myself it's easy, and I'm thinking about this story. I'm like that little fly, and I'm trying to break through a windowsill, but it's not working. So I need to see and to take another approach, to fly across the room 10 steps away, where the door is already open. So ask God to show you the way out. Continuously speak to yourself and tell yourself it's easy, and then you will see the way out. All right. So I hope that this helped you and it encouraged you. If you want to give to God, the link is in the description box below. Share this with a lot of people. Have a wonderful day, many blessings, and see you soon.